Fellas, if you're getting your glob nobblered on and you don't sound like the Dark Souls 1 male player character taking damage, oh, something has gone terribly wrong. Word. Anyway, I'm Big Charles. Thanks for tuning in. This is the build. Level 15, weapons +3 and 1 for Somber. As you can see, the stats are crazy. We are using headgear, tallies, duct taping this thing together, man, so that I have access to cool shit. We got the matting hand, that's kind of the main attraction. Like you can see, 3 talismans dedicated just to getting my stats, and 1 for my incant damage. Sometimes I swap to the shard or the 2-handed sword talisman, but it's mostly flux that I'm running in that flex spot. Got the misericord, usually keep endure or parry on that. Got the carrion retail shield. You can see the drip. You know I'm dripping. You can see the weapon selection is kind of structured around the great katana and the matting hand. Everything is like a swap off of that. It's mostly the weapons on this left side block. The right side is more dedicated to like PvE tools and utility and funny stuff. Like you see the Ashes of War here. I'll just kind of flick through them. And down at the bottom you can see I have like my left hand stuff and ranged options. And just talking about the spells, I'm running O-Flame, the Madness Grab, Blood Flame Talons, and Dragon Claw are like the big ones. I'm using some area control with Blood Boon and Frenzied Flame. I got the Frenzied Burst, Bestial Vitality of course. Yeah, I mean, there's the Physic, got the Flame Shroud and defenses up because 2 Sore Seals is rough. So I brought you here to talk about something, and it all started with this comment. So this was posted underneath my most recent video, the low-level experience, and first of all, thanks for all the support on that video, it's been wild. But yeah, it got me thinking, man, why am I twinking? And I think a better question might be, why aren't you twinking? Maybe it's because you need a level 300 guy just to get to Liurnia? Maybe it's because it would be a big ask to ask an Elden Ring player to beat DLC bosses, end game bosses, at a starting class level with damn near unupgraded weapons. I earned the right to twink. Nobody dropped this for me. I picked it up. Alright. So just something to think about. Now, something else to think about. Why am I here? Not like existentially, but like as an invader. What am I here to do? What is an invasion? Well, I'm certainly not stopping by for tea and cucumber sandwiches. You've gone, if I'm invading you, and you've either used the Taunter's Tongue, or more likely, you brought a friend. Elden Ring's hard, no shame. You got your friend, and that makes the game easier, because you got another guy. And so the game then gets another guy. It's me. And I'm here to make the game hard again. So to expect me to not use the tools that I have rightfully earned on my character, what do you think this is? And I mean, I love that. You look at my arena video, got another one coming out later this week. Like and subscribe. That's consensual. We're chilling, man. I'm big chilling in the arena. But out here, man, I'm here to make the game hard again. I'm here to harm you for my own gain. If we're talking about RP, I'm the bad man. And so yeah, I'm gonna madness you. I'm gonna madness your level 400 friend. And I'm gonna blow both your asses up with O-Flame. Or slap you with a giant dragon's claw. And I am gonna get 40 extra levels from talismans and another 5 from my headpiece. Because otherwise, I'm gonna get my ass cooked by these level 400 guys. And even just two guys, just two normal guys on a level playing field with one normal guy, I would be foolish. I would be foolish to not prepare to be twice as dangerous if I know I'm gonna be fighting at least two guys, right? And this mindset of, I mean, I don't even want to address how he said they don't have overleveled phantoms. They do. You can watch the video, and at any point where I say, I love that. Shambling corpse coming in clutch. But anytime I say there's an overleveled in that video, you best believe there is. You know, they're out here. And that's fine. I don't mind them. But I am going to kill him. Because I want you to learn. I'm the teacher, all right? This is the classroom. The classroom is in your house. You're homeschooled. And I am a teacher breaking into your house. Because you're not doing the fucking homework, man. And I'm pissed about it. I'm a teacher with a flaming hand, just punching through the window and giving you your homework. Here's Kafka's The Castle. You following? You with me? I'm not here to make the game not fun. I'm here because I think the game's not fun if it's easy. You're never gonna get anywhere with your level 400 friend. So I'm gonna take him away. Alright? He's gonna do that big weapon art out of neutral. And I'm gonna run up. It's insane to me that did madness him. But I'm gonna run up and punish it. Take him away. He's mine now. No more spark notes. You're reading the damn book, kid. And I break in your house. It's my house now, actually. Because what are you gonna do? You're gonna go up the elevator. You're running up the stairs. But I'm in the house. And I know where the stairs are. I walked upstairs before, so I'm coming. And you run into the upstairs computer. And you think you're gonna real quick pull up spark notes, pass the test, write the essay. It's too late. You procrastinated, and the teacher's here. It's over for you, my friend. Nice try. But I know when ChatGPT wrote the damn essay, it's bad writing. And you're gonna need to learn to do it like we did it when I was your age. And just fight the damn invader. Ain't nobody gonna do your homework for you, man. And sometimes I'm here to be heavy artillery. This stage is certainly not hazardous enough. It's basically a fucking slab of concrete with a ball and a metal lady. You know what it needs? A automatic cannon on the rooftops. That's what I said. I called up Miyazaki and told him that after I first played this level. And he didn't agree verbally, but he apparently agrees enough to spawn me here in an invasion. So that's called compromise in the workplace. Speaking of calling up Miyazaki, I once asked him if twinking was ethical, and he said, "It is not only ethical, it is your responsibility." You see, long ago, there was a video game released for the PlayStation 4 as an exclusive, where some say it still remains to this day. And that game was called Bloodborne. And in Bloodborne, you could not be invaded until you were level 30. And what that meant was you could pretty much hang out with your friends all you wanted in the early game, and nobody would be there to make it hard again. And what Miyazaki saw in his unending wisdom is that Central Yarnum was boring as hell, because there was no guy with a plus 10 weapon one-shotting you, because Bloodborne also didn't have weapon matchmaking. It was before they figured out that solution to twinking. So there was also that. So then you had level 43 guys, because that was the level that could invade level 30, and they would have plus 10 weapons. And so you would just get twinked later. And basically all this is to say that if they didn't want you to get invaded as a starting class, they have the tools, they have the know-how to prevent that from happening. And they tried it, and they scrapped it, because not getting invaded at low level doesn't prepare you for what's gonna happen to you once you are no longer low level. And so they instead opted to make it so I can't have a maxed out weapon, which is probably good. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like revisiting Bloodborne and Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls 4, the egregious twinking that can be done in those games, but it is boring, and it is kind of toxic, I guess. It's griefer-esque to just be running around with a maxed out, blood gemmed out weapon of mass destruction and taking like 1 damage from your opponents. Look at that spacing and timing. Barely escapes chicken attack. But yeah, all this is to say, twinking has always been around. Twinking always will be around in some form or another. Amazing play right there, GG bro. But yeah, twinking's here, alright? And that is to teach you a very important lesson. That invaders are gonna be prepared, and that they're not here to be your friend. They're here to make the game hard again. And so the sooner you just wrap your head around that fact, the better you're gonna do. I mean, this invasion here, these guys are doing a great job fighting me, kicking my ass, frankly. But yeah, I mean, this mindset that you should not face invaders with open hostilities and be faced by them with open hostility really loses the essence of the whole thing. It loses the fact that this is an action RPG where I can make a character and design them around the idea of being a fucked up weirdo that comes into your world when you're at your most vulnerable and puts you through a challenging combat ordeal in which you and a friend or a friendly stranger fight for your lives and each other's lives against me. I don't understand how you don't think that's cool, and I don't understand how you can't fully embrace that if you like these games. It's such a essential component of these games. It's been here since the first one, and since long before I was an invader, I looked at invaders with fear and cautious reverence of what they were doing. I thought it was really cool to get invaded. I was excited and nervous about it, especially when like getting a bonfire meant something back before everything went woke. By the way, shout out to the bad blue man right there, just letting me finish that one up. That was pretty cool of him. But yeah, I mean, this is supposed to be no holds barred, scrappy, using everything at your disposal, every dirty trick. The arena is for duels, man. Out here, like, knowing the level, deception, mind games, that's what it comes down to, as well as overwhelming firepower. So you might recall earlier I mentioned that even just 2 normal guys are, in theory, on paper, pretty formidable. You know, and I think this invasion's a great example of that. I don't believe this Phantom is over-leveled. If he is, he's not very over-leveled. And these guys piece me up time and time again. And it is hard to do anything about it. You know, the power of 2 guys that are mildly competent at the game cannot be underestimated. So this invasion is just a great example of why, yes, I do come prepared, even if I'm not going to be fighting over-leveleds or dedicated ganks. Because if I come in here with some half-assed BS, I'm going to get treated like some half-assed BS and be blundered to death instantly. And that defeats the purpose of the whole thing. That doesn't make the game harder, and that doesn't give anyone a good fight. And I'm here to give people a good fight if they're up to the task of having it. Capiche? And yeah, I mean, kudos to these guys. They're... Look at that. I know it's a low bar to jump over, but for a average co-op Phantom to have the restraint to not walk right into a big Ash of War that's gonna hit them for half their health, like, not common. So big props to these guys. They're working together. They're tag teaming me. They're ganking me when they get the chance. And here I'm out of FP, like, I gotta get serious. This might be the first invasion in this video that I have to get serious in. But I do get him with the fake out there instead of going for the last R1, which I think he would have beat me on. I buffer a block and go back into the much quicker first R1. And that's why invaders should play duels, so you know that stuff about your weapon. And then look at this guy, man. This is sad. I was just complimenting him and he gives up. I mean, he kind of starts hitting me, but like, I guess he just knows it's over. I don't know. He still has heals, so. This is what I'm here to teach you not to do. Don't give up. And don't count too much on your friend, because they might die. And this right here, this is just a quick one. This is an example of something you can do to hard counter any Twink. Immediately send them back to the lobby. Watch this. He just says bye and just goes and fights the boss. And like, that's how invasions work. I can't be mad at that. He used the tools he had, just like I'm using the tools I have. GG to that guy. I think this is the last one in the vid. I mean, this one, you'll see. Teacher's here in the dungeon. And the first thing you'll notice is these guys are not respecting the threat. I'm just running amongst them. And then I'm gonna teach them a lesson that only sudden and overwhelming violence can teach, which is that you should respect the red guy. And when you see that message pop up, oh, invaded your world. Head on a swivel, big boy. And this right here is what I'm talking about. If I couldn't Twink, this guy's gonna keep playing like this. Also, I love that he's Geralt. I don't think Geralt of Rivia would approve. Don't be that guy. I don't want him to be that guy. And so, teachers gotta teach. That's what this is all about, man. So thanks guys for coming by. I mean, appreciate all the support on the last video. Give me a like, comment, subscribe on this one. Let's keep this ball rolling. Let me know in the comments what you think about invading at low level or your favorite sandwich. I'm Big Charles, and I appreciate y'all. Later.